Why is it so hard to realize the self if that is all we are? If the self is everything, shouldn't it be very easy to realize instead of getting caught up in Maya? Jai Gurudev.
I tell you, self is the easiest thing, the cheapest thing, most possible thing. There is no effort needed. Like your body belongs to the world, your spirit belongs to the universal spirit. You can never separate the body from the world. Impossible. Similarly, you can never separate your individual self with the universe, the big self, the big mind. It is impossible to separate it. So it is always connected whether you want it or not. Got it? Like you are in air whether you want it or not. There is air inside and outside your lungs. But you don't feel it, you don't know it. That's all. It is impossible to exist if there is no air. But you feel there is no air. But if under a fan, it becomes much more obvious. Correct? So satsang is like the fan. Satsang, master, knowledge, all is just like the fan. When you are standing near the fan, you can't but miss the blow of air on your face. Otherwise also don't think there is no air. Got it? The air is there, self is there. All the time. Just you feel that you are not able to feel it, understand it, because your mind is clogged with the finite, the differences. So what I would say, how do you just relax? That's all. Simply relax. And relaxation is not just not doing anything. It's in the mind. The mind is totally at rest. That's when relaxation happens. See, just before a desire arose in you, and after a desire completes, where are you? Have you noticed? No. See, you got a desire, oh, I want to have that car. But so to get that car, you make all the effort, okay, you go and earn money, buy the car and everything. Once you bought the car, the desire is over. Right? So you want to have a girlfriend, wanting the girlfriend, okay, that is before that desire arose, you are in such calm state. And the desire arose and you worked for it. Once you have it, then the desire is finished. Where are you in those two conditions? In the same place. Every desire leaves you in the same place where you were before it arose. Got it? So in this process of fulfilling the desires, that is when you lose the sight of the self. Not, you don't lose the self, you lose the sight of the self. You lose the calmness, the serenity, the contentment. Contentment is lost in the process, but it is always there. Appears to have lost.
Beloved Guruji, are you
This what I said now. It's don't take it very light. Okay, something said. No, but this you can go on chewing on this. You can really chew this every time you look into it. You know, from an experience, something new will come up. Oh, you say, wow, this is what it is. You know, what I was doing. Oh my God, you'll say, wow, it can create a wow. Just this one thing. Every desire leaves you in the same place where you were before it arose. It's like a merry-go-round. You know, when you go on this merry-go-round, you get down in the same place. You get onto the horse and you do like this for a while. Merry-go-round, no, what is that? What do you say? In this expose, merry-go-round, Carousel, yeah. That is, the horses are there and you feel that you are riding the horse. Children are very happy, they think they are going somewhere, they go round, and they have to get down on the same place. Every desire is this merry-go-round. But when people say, oh, drop the desire, it appears to be a very difficult thing to do. Correct? How many of you find it very difficult? Drop the desire. And we have heard and heard and heard, we got so tired, oh, drop the desire. I say, don't drop the desire, hold on to it. But just know it is a merry-go-round. It's a horse, no doubt, but doesn't take you anywhere. I'm not telling you get off the horse. No, enjoy it for a while. Be on it. Never mind. But see, your goal or what you set as goal is already there where you are. Got it? And that peace, that serenity that it gives is beyond any words, beyond any explanation, beyond anything you can ever think of. Yeah, now